Hey everybody, I'm Stacy. I'm the owner and artist of New Creations by Stacy. We're just going to give it a sec. I'm going to make sure I'm live, let the notification go out, let Dixie Belle jump on with us as well. Give me just a sec here. All right, perfect. So I see that I'm live. So you guys, as you're popping on, let the notification go out. Hold on, you can see I'm behind here. Give me just a sec here, Oh, perfect. Now I got the volume down. So if you guys are popping on, just say hey where you're watching from. Hey, Jody. Hey, Tammy. Good to see you guys tonight. Hopefully everybody's having a happy Wednesday, a good week. We should have Sarah with us as well from Dixie Belle, and she'll just help moderate, answer any questions. So you guys, I've been kind of MIA this past week. I also have done no work. I was sick, so we're just picking back up. I'm going to show you guys the top to see how the stain came out last week. We mixed up our own color. And then we're going to do we're going to put the finishing touches on this. I did protect it since last week. And you guys, I've done almost every step of this piece live, either here on the Dixie Belle Paint Company page or on my page, which I have the link in the comments. If you don't already like and follow me, so you can go back and watch and see what all we've been through on this project. But tonight we're actually going to be doing some glaze and also some gilding wax. Hey, Kristen. Oh, I'm so glad you're on tonight too. So you guys, really quick before we get started, in the description, I've got the products we're going to be using tonight. I have the link to the Chalk Mineral Paint Enthusiast group. Awesome group. So much inspiration and just a great place to ask questions as well. I also have my affiliate link. So you guys, through that affiliate link, you can find your local retailer. Just scroll down to the bottom. It'll say find your local retailer. Click that, put in your zip. If you want any of the products tonight, if you don't have a local retailer, you can also purchase through that affiliate link. But even in addition to that, you guys, if you're a retailer watching tonight, put your business, I will definitely like and follow you. And somebody else may be watching from your area. They can find you and at least support you by following you on Facebook too, if not. So you guys also, and then I have the link to my page too. Sorry guys. I am still recovering, so might be a little bit slow. Plus I broke my big toe. I'm just on a roll. So anyway, I'm going to bring you guys over because we're going to get started. And like I said, you guys, as you're popping on, just say, hey, where you're watching from. We've only got a few people on so far. I want to bring you guys in super close. Hey, Kristen, thank you. I want to bring you guys in super close so you can really see the difference and what we're going to do with this glaze. And you guys, how many of you guys have used glaze? Hey, Donna, good to see you. Yeah, I'm just on a roll. You know, like when you start feeling better, I'm a terrible sick person. So when you start feeling better and you've sat on the couch and so you see all the things that need to be organized. Well, so I started organizing stuff and I was in the top of the closet and I dropped this really heavy thing onto my big toe all the way down. So it's, yeah, good deal. But you know what? In the larger scheme of things, it could be so much worse. I've broken so many bones and this is just a tiny little thing. So it could be way worse. All right. So I just had to shake up the glaze here. Hopefully I can get it open. Oh, Kristen, well, enjoy your dinner. What are you having? Anything good? I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm kind of starving. I'm going to eat right after this live. All right, so you guys, this is the new formula of black glaze. So you can see it's super black. How many of you guys have tried the new formula? So, like, I used to use glaze all the time. And then, like years ago. And then I kind of stopped using it a little bit because particularly I love black glaze. And the black glaze that we used to have was more like a gray color. It came out a really soft black. So I started using the waxes more, the Gilding Wax. So now that we've got this new formula, I love it, you guys. It's so super creamy. I've been starting to use Glaze a little bit more, but it gives you such a profound contrast. I mean, and there's just so many different ways you can use it. Tonight, we're going to actually be lining out some stuff on here. So I used on this piece, I used Midnight Sky Fluff and just a little bit of Vintage Duck Egg. So now Midnight Sky is like a soft black. So now I want to come in with the black glaze, and I just want to outline my detailed areas to really make them pronounced, as well as the trim to really bring out the detail. And then I like to go over that with some Gilding Wax. So I've got some baby wipes out here, you guys. And I'm going to start off just using an art brush. And all I want to do, I don't want to glaze the whole thing. So I'm just going to run my brush kind of right along the edges here. Now you can put this glaze all over if you want to, like if I really wanted to, and I mean, I might end up doing it, but right now my idea is to just line it out. And I'll probably bring some of this out, so it's going to bring out a little bit of detail here on this raised stencil as well. Let's just go ahead and line this all the way down. I do have my mister bottle out as well, because you have so much time before this dries to wipe it back. And you can extend that dry time by misting it with a little bit of water. So let's go ahead, and we're just going to start wiping this back, because I just want it really in those details. Now with glaze, you don't have to, I mean, I don't have to wipe this back, obviously, but hold on just a sec here. I just want to leave it lined out around there, and hopefully you guys can really start seeing the difference here. Now I do have a raised stencil on here, so going around this stencil is a little bit, it's catching a little bit here. And I'm just switching to new spots on my baby wipes so that I'm not spreading this glaze around. But see how nice and lined out? It's giving it a lot of depth, a lot of dimension here. Just want to get this excess off. So perfect. And you guys, normally I do my raised stencil with Dixie mud, but in this case I actually use sea spray because it was kind of an afterthought. I just want to keep that shading light. So now I've got a nice crisp line. Can you see like really how that brought out the detail? So let's go in here, and by the way, you do not have to protect over this glaze. I probably will, but you don't have to protect over it. It is considered a protectant in itself. So I'm just scrubbing it into this trim that I added here, so that it gets all down in the details really nicely. I want to make this trim really pop and stand out. And you'll see how we're going to do that. We're just going to glaze this side, guys, and then we're going to come in with the Gilding Wax. You guys, hopefully, I don't know if anybody's commenting, but I'm not seeing any new comments. So hopefully everybody's still there. So what are you guys working on tonight? Anything fun? I'm actually out in the garage here, but I have my heater on, so it's a little bit toasty, but we've been really cold for us. So see how it brought out all that nice detail, which is a lot more than it was before. And we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna line out this. And you guys, this is gonna just accentuate the top as well, because we mixed up that beautiful gray with the Colonial black and the weathered gray. And I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't think I'm gonna bring out this raised stencil anymore, but I could glaze over that. Maybe we'll try just a corner and see how it looks. But you can really dirty this up if you want to. You can do like an all over glaze and wipe it back all the way. You can make patterns with the glaze, like if you have bubble wrap or saran wrap or something like that, you can put it all over and then wipe it back with it. So it's super versatile. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So we're just gonna wipe that edge back. It just softens it up there. Just keeps it in the groove. Actually, we'll probably come down maybe and do, or maybe we'll just do this side over here. So this dries to like a pitch black. And like I said, it's just adding a little bit of extra depth because I have this Midnight Sky on here, which is a nice charcoaly kind of color. I'm gonna bring some of that gray down. I'm actually shading with a little bit of the glaze right here, kind of softening it up. Just wanna wipe this back. This is a little bit rough on my raised stencil because I use the sea spray. So it's, I'm catching here and there, but it's no big deal. Let me drop you guys down. I've got you way too far up. You can't see what's going on. I just really wanted to give you a nice close-up. So see how all of this is white here? I really don't have a lot of detail. We're just gonna come through here. Yes, Jody, actually, yes, thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Karen. Yes, Jody, thank you so much. That's what I was trying to say. I do protect prior to the glaze. This is a chalk mineral paint that I used on here. So it's super porous. It has a really flat, matte, very, very porous paint. So if I did not protect beforehand, and I used a clear coat in Satin, if I didn't protect beforehand, I really would not be able to pull this glaze black because it would sink right into the paint, and that would be that. So I definitely do that first. And like I said, afterwards, glaze in itself is a protectant, is considered a protectant, so you don't have to protect over it. I like to protect over my glaze because I do like it with that super like satiny like finish. So I probably won't protect over it because we are going to put some gilding wax on here. So unless I wait, we might just do a minimal amount of gilding wax and then I can still protect over it. I can just wait. You know what's really pretty too? Like if I do an all over glaze like this, but see how that brought out the detail in here that was totally white? It just it gives it so much depth. Let me bring you in for a close-up. How that glaze sits in there, it just gives it so much more depth. All right, we're gonna do this bottom section here, and then, I mean, we're so good on time. I'll probably come over and do this emblem piece so you can see how that's highlighted. Oh, thanks, Penny. Good to see you. And then once we finish up with that excess glaze, then we'll put some gilding wax on. So you guys, I cannot believe it is almost Christmas yet. I feel like I just lost a week though, being sick. And then the babies are sick too, RSV. So it's just been a crazy week. I really haven't worked on much at all. Thankfully, I didn't planning on working too much through Christmas, but I did plan on having these pieces finished. So a little behind, but you know, it'll all work out. It always does. Is everybody else like ready for Christmas? Like all your Christmas shopping done? I ended up, so first of all, I'm always last minute, but I ended up shopping on Amazon. So they'll all be delivered this week. Thank God. Thank God for Amazon. Oh, you haven't used Glaze, Jody? Oh, definitely, definitely. And this is the new formula. It's a lot creamier. The old black glaze was like, it really was like a soft black is what I used to call it. And it looked like it was blue in the jar. So everybody just really didn't realize it was black glaze, I think, for the most part. But a little bit goes a long ways. And Jody, I'm not forgetting, as soon as I get this wiped back, I will show you, I'll show you the glaze here. And you guys, the glaze, I feel like it just gives a sharper, to me, it gives, I love wax, but to me, the glaze just gives a sharper, more defined look a little bit. The wax to me is a little bit softer. I feel like, let's see, let's just get this little section over here wiped back. And I was kind of up in the air whether I wanted to do glaze on this one or if I wanted to do wax. But I think I'm gonna like this right here. So this is the glaze, and this is the new formula. Like I said, the other black used to look a little blue. It would dry very soft. This dries to a pitch black look. And there's Van Dyke Brown. You have pearlescent, copper. Kristen on here, she's just recently used copper. There's sapphire, tons of different glazes. I love the pearlescent glaze for like doing stripes and stuff like that. So I'm just going to get this right in here. I was kind of considering doing an all-over glaze on this bottom, but I think I have some really cool, actually I'll try to bring you in. I have some really cool effects going on right here from the vinegar that I used on this with the wash. And actually you know what? I think it's going to hang on those streaks I have. Let's just go ahead and paint some on here. Put it on a little bit thicker. So like if I was doing an all over glaze, I do want this bottom to be a little darker. You just put it everywhere. And then same thing here. We're just going to take the baby wipe and wipe it back some. If you want it to come completely off, just keep switching it so you have clean spots on your baby wipe. And I want to wipe quite a bit of this back. I don't want too much on here, but you can dab it for different effects. And if you want to just kind of spread it around, then just leave it a dirty spot when you're wiping back. But I kind of wanted to accentuate. Let me see if I can bring you in and show you here. Can you see this cool effect that I have going on from the vinegar? Kind of gives it almost like a crackle, not quite a drippy look, but that's what the effect comes from. I kind of wanted to highlight that with the glaze. It's a very small, minor detail. Using glaze or wax. So I feel like, Jody, you almost, the glaze is more crisp. Oh, thanks, Marianne. Yeah, I love the pearlescent for stripes. Love it, love it, love it. you can soften up the wax. You know what it is? Maybe I can explain it. This is probably a better way to explain it. With the wax, it's not quite as crisp. Even when I line it out, it doesn't come across quite as crisp. But with the glaze, when it dries, it gives you a very crisp effect. It's also, when you're doing something like this right here, that's why I wanted to get over here and show you guys this. It is much more crisp on something like this than the wax is. All right. So I'm actually, for this section, I'm going to use my French tip brush because I want to really, really get into all of these details. And you know what too, Jody? Hopefully some of this will have time to dry because the glaze does look softer, but then once you come back the next day, it's, like I said, it dries to that pitch black, and it's a lot better at bringing out the details when you have a whole section like this or on that. Uh-oh. Hopefully, okay, so I'm back. I don't know what's going on. I've been losing connection. Maybe I can try to bring you in for another close-up too. I feel like on video, sometimes this is hard to see. So we're just gonna come in, and I also think that glaze wipes back slightly better whenever you're looking at an applique like this. Dramatic, that's the word I'm looking for. I feel like it's a more dramatic effect with the glaze. Another thing is I paint in a lot of my depth, and I just keep layering and layering so that it gives it more depth and more depth. But if this was all one color, you would really be able to see the effect more. But can you tell like how dark it looks now down in some of these details, and how this section right in here is so much more defined? Let's see. See if I can get you in for a good close-up. Can you kind of tell there by how that looks? It really does make a difference. All right, and actually, you guys, while we're down here, so normally I would let this all dry and everything, but let's go ahead and add some silver gilding wax to this. You guys, I have so much time. I'm just so much faster. You know what? I don't know if these baby wipes are alcohol free or not. They're Huggies, the natural care. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. Tell you what, this gilding wax isn't going to take very well. Nah, let's just move on to the gilding wax. You guys, the glaze, it's the same, just the same process over the whole thing. You guys, glaze is super messy though. Like a lot of times I will do an all over glaze, and it is something that comes up very, very messy though. So we've got, hopefully, here we go. So we've got some silver gilding wax now. And we are going to add on a little bit of this down here so that it's really going to take it over the top. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get the hardware on this piece, you guys. I still want to show you the top too from last week. If you were watching last week. It's kind of hard sometimes to see a metallic on camera, but I'll try to bring you in again for a close-up. Just putting a little silver on my fingers here. And I'm just going over the raised portions. And you guys, for the hardware, I do have the original hardware. Oh, I'm loving this. I do have the original hardware, and I'm going to be doing it in Midnight Sky and this silver gilding wax as well. So just adding it to all these raised portions. And it looks so good with this glaze on it here. Just want to get all these little spots. Then I'm going to bring you guys in. I'll bring you in for a close-up, and we'll do some of this trim over on the other side. And you guys, I already have 2 coats of satin on here as well, so I don't really have to protect. It's really more about the sheen if I protect over my glaze. All right, so let me bring you in so you can kind of see the effects on this. Let's see here. So can you guys see that metallic? I know sometimes metallic is hard to see, but look at how that makes that pop now. It gives it a whole different look. All right, so let's come back over here. Sorry, just popping you guys around everywhere. And scoot you back so you can see this whole section. And let's come. First, I just want to do this trim. So again, normally you'd want to let your glaze dry, but it's fine. It's just in the grooves. I'm just going over the top with this, so it's not a big deal. The glaze is water-based, and this is oil-based with the gilding wax. And I'll probably just do this section here so you can see, so the rest of it will have time to dry. This is a very, very subtle look here. But, ooh, I'm loving how it's coming out. And I think this is going to look so good with the top as well. You can use a brush to apply this, the gilding wax that is, or you can use your finger. The scrubby soap, it is oil-based, but the scrubby soap will take it right off your fingers or your brush for that matter. Let's go ahead and just get over here. All right, so let me bring you in so you can see, like, can you guys see that glaze sitting down in there? And it's really hard to see the metallic from the silver gilding wax, but it just gives it a really nice iridescent glow over this midnight sky and the fluff. All right, perfect. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to pop on. This is super early. I was only on for like a half an hour. Usually I'm on so much longer. Let me show you guys the top. I'm going to raise you up because I want to let this dry, like I said, before I actually add my gilding wax everywhere. Hold on just a sec. And you guys, if you were watching last week, I never ended up doing a second layer on the top of this. I really liked it with just this one layer. And it's really hard to see because it doesn't look on camera. It doesn't quite look as gray as it did the other day, but let's see if I can bring you in for a little close up here. So you can really see how that turned out. And I like it thin like this. I like being able to see that wood grain show through. And it is dry now, so I am actually ready to protect it. Oh, you guys see all the mess in my garage? All right, so that's it. I will definitely, borrowing any other catastrophes, I will definitely be done with this piece this weekend. So I'll be staging it, and you can see the finished piece on my page. I would say probably, oh, Christmas Eve is Sunday, and Monday is Christmas. Well, sometime in the next few days, I'll have everything posted to my page, as well as all the products that I've used and all the links to the videos, because this really is a start to finish. But you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Oh, thanks, Penny. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and you get to enjoy all your family and friends. Thanks, Marianne. It's almost done, you guys. I feel like I've been working on this piece forever, forever. All right. Anyway, take care, you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, thanks, Marianne.